Miracles can touch anyone, regardless of their past or beginnings. This recording reveals how to harness the extraordinary potential of your subconscious mind, much like countless others have done. By changing your thoughts and visualizing your aspirations, you can significantly reshape your life and future. This recording aims to convey a powerful truth. Our subconscious mind molds how we perceive ourselves. Think about it. Why do some people seem gloomy while others radiate joy? Why do some enjoy abundance and tranquility while others wrestle with financial struggles and dissatisfaction? What makes one person exude confidence while another is weighed down by fear and doubt? And what about success? Why is one presenter charismatic and well-received while another remains unnoticed? Reflect on why some can triumph over serious illnesses while others feel ensnared by them. It prompts deep questions, doesn't it? Why do so many kind souls suffer significantly in their minds and bodies? I wrote this book to explore these inquiries and beyond. My goal is to clarify the essential truths of the mind, making the core principles of life easily understandable. The concepts discussed here mirror the kinds of conversations you might have at home, at work, or while reading something you love. I genuinely believe you're on the verge of uncovering a remarkable power that can elevate you from confusion, despair, and feelings of inadequacy. This journey will help you reveal your true self, resolve personal challenges, and release the grip of emotional and physical struggles. As you tap into your inner strength, you'll discover the route to a life filled with freedom, joy, and peace, a life many aspire to achieve. A vital aspect of this transformation is personal healing, which powerfully highlights the impact of our subconscious mind. Over 4 decades ago, I confronted a serious health challenge known as sarcoma. It was by embracing the healing power of my subconscious that I managed to overcome it, showcasing the remarkable capacity that resides within us all. The techniques presented in this book can genuinely empower others to recognize and trust the limitless healing presence within their own subconscious. Thanks to a doctor friend, I gained profound insights that opened doors to life-altering possibilities. It's clear that the same creative energy that built us, shaped our organs, and sparked our hearts is also what can bring about healing. There's an old adage, the doctor treats the wound, but God does the healing. When we pray with purpose, amazing things can unfold. So what do we mean by scientific prayer? It's about blending our conscious and subconscious minds with focused intention. Throughout this book, you'll discover many chapters that illustrate how this impactful method works and how to unlock the wisdom and creativity within your subconscious. Most people pray, but have you ever reflected on how you pray? When was the last time prayer was a part of your everyday life? Was it during a crisis or when challenges felt insurmountable? For many, prayer becomes a routine in difficult times or when life feels fragile. Just look at any newspaper. They often feature stories of communities uniting in prayer for a sick child, for peace in turbulent areas, or for miners trapped underground. These heartfelt prayers reveal the power and significance of collective hope. But let's not forget those quieter, everyday moments of prayer. Consider the simple prayers from children, the grace said before meals, or personal devotionals that nurture a bond with the divine. In my experience as a counselor, I've witnessed countless ways people connect through prayer. I've felt its transformative impact in my own life and spoken with many who have experienced it as well. What sets this book apart is its practical, friendly approach. It offers clear techniques and tools that you can seamlessly weave into your daily routine. I've shared these simple methods with people from all corners of the globe. Recently, I even led a class in Los Angeles where over 1,000 individuals of different faiths gathered to delve into the ideas presented in this book. You might wonder, why do some people pray fervently yet still feel their prayers go unanswered? This book will address that question and explore other ways to engage your subconscious mind for insight and clarity. It's a resource you can turn to whenever you need it. Ultimately, it's not just our beliefs that influence how our prayers are answered. It's how our subconscious reacts to the thoughts and images we cultivate in our minds. This concept highlights that every religion holds psychological truths that unite us on this incredible journey of faith and understanding. People from diverse backgrounds, whether they are Buddhists, Christians, Muslims, or Jews, can find answers to their prayers. It's not just about the particular belief they follow. It's more about a method or a deeper awareness of their actions and the reasons behind them. By embracing this understanding, you can invite positivity and fulfillment into your life. At its core, answered prayer is when your genuine desires become a reality. Everyone yearns for health, happiness, security, peace of mind, and authentic self-expression. Yet many face challenges in pursuing these goals. I once heard a university professor say something that stayed with me. I know that if I change, I will get what I want. This notion resonates with countless individuals around the globe. The incredible capabilities of your subconscious mind have existed long before any of us, long before organized religions or churches were even thought of. The enduring truths and principles of life don't belong to any one belief system. With this perspective, I encourage you to explore the transformative abilities of your subconscious throughout these chapters. This power can heal both mental and physical challenges, liberating you from fear. Chapter 1. The Hidden Treasure Within You. Imagine having a treasure chest brimming with boundless riches right inside you. This reservoir of infinite possibilities can lead you to a joyful, abundant existence. Unfortunately, many are unaware of this wealth because they have yet to awaken to the potential that lies within. Consider this: a magnetized piece of steel can lift 12 times its own weight. Now think of someone who feels weak and fearful. When opportunities arise, they might hesitate, pondering, what if I fail? What if I lose my money? This line of thinking can keep someone stuck, too afraid to leap towards something greater. Instead, aim to transform into someone who attracts opportunities and uncovers the ultimate secret that carries timeless importance. So what is this master secret? Is it related to cutting-edge technology like atomic energy or space exploration? Not quite. The answer is simpler than you might think. It's found within your subconscious mind, the last place most people would typically think to look. By connecting with and unlocking the hidden power of your subconscious, you can experience greater health, happiness, wealth, and joy than you ever thought possible. This power is not something you need to chase. It's already within you, just waiting to be revealed. Are you excited to tap into the amazing potential of your subconscious mind? This book acts as your guide to exploring that hidden world and discovering the deep insights that lie within. Envision having access to a reservoir of wisdom that can transform every part of your life. By following the simple steps and techniques outlined here, you can gain the clarity needed to tackle life's challenges and seize new opportunities. Your subconscious mind is a treasure trove of infinite wisdom, just waiting for you to unlock its potential. As you start to see these possibilities, you'll begin to notice them appearing in your everyday life. The key is to keep an open mind and be ready to delve into the depths of your consciousness. Picture yourself at a crossroads, uncertain of the path to take in your career or personal life. Your subconscious can provide clarity, guiding you to make choices that bring you to the right partner, friends, or business opportunities. It can even help you find the ideal buyer for your home or the financial resources needed to create the freedom you desire. It's easy to overlook the powerful forces of love, light, and beauty that reside within your subconscious. Though they may be invisible, their effects are significant. When you learn to harness these energies, you'll find solutions to many challenges and understand the reasons behind your experiences. This new awareness gives you the strength and knowledge to move forward with abundance, safety, and joy. Many feel stuck in their lives, but by harnessing the power of the subconscious, they can break free and regain their sense of wholeness and vitality. This inner strength empowers individuals to step into the world, welcoming happiness, health, and true self-expression. Your subconscious mind has remarkable healing abilities, ready to rejuvenate a weary mind or a burdened heart. It can liberate us from the mental prisons we often build, freeing us from physical and emotional limitations. To make real progress in any area of life, having a solid foundation to rely on is essential. By grasping how your subconscious works and leveraging its power, you can articulate clear goals and achieve remarkable outcomes. The gains you experience will be directly tied to your understanding of these principles and how you put them into practice in your life. Let me share some science. As a former chemist, I can tell you that just as water is created when two hydrogen atoms bond with one oxygen atom, a similar process occurs in your mind when you merge intention with knowledge. Learning to tap into your subconscious is your key to creating the life you desire. So, let's open that door together. Did you know that a single carbon atom can form carbon monoxide, which is quite harmful? But by adding just one more oxygen atom, you turn it into carbon dioxide, a harmless gas. This chemistry lesson highlights an important truth. Much like science, the laws that govern our thoughts and subconscious are stable and reliable. For example, think about water. It naturally seeks its own level. This is a universal principle. Likewise, when heat is applied to materials like steel, it expands. This principle is applicable no matter where you are or what situation you face. Now here's where it gets intriguing. Just like these physical laws shape our world, your subconscious mind operates on its own rules. What you concentrate on in your subconscious often becomes your reality. It's as if your thoughts are prayers awaiting responses. The subconscious takes your beliefs and turns them into your experiences. Consider electricity. It flows from areas of higher potential to lower potential. This principle is unchanging, and when you align your actions with it, you harmonize with nature rather than working against it. One of the most essential principles at play is the power of belief. You need to understand how your mind functions, and even more importantly, you must trust that process. The thoughts that occupy your mind influence every experience you encounter. It's crucial to realize that it's not just about what you claim to believe. The beliefs that truly reside in your mind hold the authentic power. If you concentrate on the timeless truths and vast possibilities of life, you'll draw closer to a higher purpose. By delving into the concepts presented in this book and applying them to your subconscious, you'll learn to articulate your desires through prayer in a focused and systematic manner. When your thoughts focus on positive outcomes like joy, health, and peace, your subconscious responds, leading to incredible transformations in your life. Now let's delve into the twofold nature of the mind. While most people understand we have one mind, it actually functions in two distinct ways. Those who think deeply often notice where these two aspects intersect. They're referred to as the objective and subjective mind, or the conscious and subconscious mind, each possessing its own strengths. Grasping these functions is vital for unlocking your mind's true potential. Think of your mind as a garden. As the gardener, you're constantly sowing seeds, your thoughts, into the fertile soil of your subconscious. Just as a skilled gardener knows how to plant for a bountiful harvest, you must be intentional about the thoughts you nurture. The themes you focus on, be it peace, happiness, kindness, or wealth, will shape what blossoms in your life. Visualize yourself standing still for a moment, imagining happiness taking root in your mind. See yourself surrounded by warmth and positive energy. Fully embrace those feelings. This is how you sow the seeds of joy and abundance in your mental garden. Remember, whatever you focus on will flourish in your life. However, just as weeds can overtake a garden, negative thoughts can seep into your subconscious if you're not careful. Consider this. Can you really expect to harvest sweet grapes from thorny bushes? Definitely not. Similarly, nurturing negative thoughts will lead to unwanted results. Every thought has consequences, and every action arises from a thought. That's why it's essential to be the master of your mental garden. When you fill your subconscious with uplifting and peaceful thoughts, you'll start to notice remarkable changes in your life. The truth is, your subconscious is incredibly powerful and responds to your beliefs and imagination. By guiding your thoughts toward positivity and abundance, you pave the way for a life filled with peace and fulfillment. Many people drift through life on autopilot, interacting with the world around them, unaware that the root of their circumstances lies within. Your outer reality, everything you see and experience, is merely a reflection of what's happening in your mind. Every experience begins as a thought or image within you. If you desire different outcomes in your life, you must address the root cause, your mindset. Many people try to change their lives by altering their external circumstances, mistakenly believing this will solve their problems. What's truly essential is transforming how you think and envision your situation. Keep this in mind. To change your life, you must first change your thoughts. By understanding and managing the link between your conscious and subconscious minds, you can open the door to a better reality. Our minds are filled with a limitless source of intelligence, wisdom, and energy, similar to a river that nurtures everything along its way. What guides this flow? Our thoughts. Each chapter of this book will teach you how to tap into the amazing power of your mind to transform your life, shifting poverty into wealth, ignorance into wisdom, pain into peace, sadness into joy, and darkness into light. These are some of the most valuable gifts you can give yourself. Throughout history, remarkable individuals, scientists, artists, poets, singers, writers, and creators have deeply understood the workings of our conscious and subconscious minds. A notable example is the famous tenor Enrico Caruso. There was a moment when he faced severe stage fright just before performing. Imagine him backstage, his throat tight with fear, paralyzed by anxiety, worried that the audience would ridicule him. In that moment of panic, he experienced a breakthrough. Caruso turned to himself and said, "The little me wants to strangle the big me within." What did he mean? The little me represented his immediate fears and doubts, while the big me stood for the immense power and talent of his subconscious mind. He urged the little me to step aside and boldly declared, "The big me is going to sing through me." This act of self-affirmation released his energy, enabling him to confidently step onto the stage and deliver a breathtaking performance that mesmerized the audience. From Caruso's journey, we learn that our minds operate on two levels. The conscious mind is aware, logical, and rational, while the subconscious mind is more instinctive and emotional. When fear, worry, or anxiety seep into our subconscious, they can build up, creating a breeding ground for negativity that spills into our conscious thoughts and leads to panic and despair. But just like Caruso, you can regain control over these overwhelming emotions. You can assertively communicate with your subconscious, declaring, "Be still and quiet. I am in control. You will follow my lead." Approaching your deeper self with confidence can bring about calmness, harmony, and peace. Remember, your subconscious is there to support you, responding to the guidance of your conscious mind. Understanding the connection between these two aspects of your mind can lead to significant shifts in your life. By learning how to harness the power of your thoughts, you can steer your life in the direction you desire. So, as we explore each chapter together, prepare to tap into the amazing potential within you. Picture your conscious mind as the captain of a ship, skillfully navigating the waters of life. This captain gives commands to the crew below deck, who manage the engines and instruments but lack knowledge of the destination. They simply follow the captain's orders. In this analogy, your subconscious mind is like the crew, always ready to comply with the directions of your conscious mind. Now, if the captain, your conscious mind, commands the crew to head toward a cliff, they will obey without question, entirely unaware of the danger ahead. Similarly, your subconscious mind will adhere to whatever beliefs or orders you provide, even if those beliefs are harmful. For instance, if you constantly tell yourself, "I can't afford that," your subconscious accepts it as truth and will work to ensure you don't have the means to get what you want. Imagine a college student who was searching for a beautiful but pricey travel bag right before Christmas. Just as she was about to say, "I can't afford that bag," she remembered a lesson from one of my talks. Don't end on a negative note. Turn it into something positive and watch your life change. So instead, she confidently declared, "That bag is mine. I can buy it, and I'm open to receiving it." Fast forward to that evening at 8 p.m. when her fiancé surprised her with a bag that looked just like the one she had admired in the store. Earlier that day, her mind buzzed with hopes and dreams, allowing her subconscious to connect with the right paths to bring them to life. Now, consider another example from a USC student. She first thought, "I can't buy that bag," but then shifted her mindset. She realized, "I know how to find money and everything else I need," showcasing the mind's remarkable ability to shape our experiences. And let's not overlook the humor in how our two minds can occasionally clash. If you say, "I don't like mushrooms," but then eat a dish containing them, you might end up feeling a bit off. Why is that? Because your subconscious picks up on your aversion and sends signals to your body, creating discomfort from something as simple as a preference. Or think about a woman who understands that drinking coffee at night will keep her wide awake at 3 a.m. Her subconscious whispers to her, "Your boss wants you alert tonight." It's a funny way of reminding us that while our conscious thoughts set our intentions, our subconscious is always interpreting and acting on those thoughts every single day. It's a fascinating balance that highlights just how crucial positivity and mindfulness are in shaping our mindset. A few months back, I heard a heartwarming story from a woman who truly illustrated the power of the subconscious. At 75 years young, a widow living on her own with her grown children nearby, she found herself yearning for connection. Inspired by my talks on the subconscious, she decided to take action. She remembered me saying that our thoughts influence our subconscious through repetition, hope, and expectation. So she began to repeat a compelling affirmation: "I am wanted. I am joyfully married to a kind, loving, and aware man." She told herself this every day for about 2 weeks, genuinely believing in the words she spoke. Then something extraordinary occurred. While shopping at her local drugstore, she met a retired pharmacist. She described him as kind, accepting, and quite spiritual, qualities that resonated with her deeply. To her astonishment, he proposed just a week later. Before long, they were off on a honeymoon in Europe, just as she had envisioned. She came to believe that this wasn't just serendipity, it was her subconscious mind working to manifest her true desires. This woman's journey teaches us a powerful lesson. The treasure we seek often resides within our hearts and minds. When she firmly established her desire in her subconscious, it became a magnet, harnessing the law of attraction to turn her dreams into reality. The secret lay in her commitment to positive thoughts, those that are true, just, beautiful, and uplifting. Now, let's delve a bit deeper into how your mind works. Picture your mind as having two parts, the conscious and the subconscious. Your conscious mind handles logic and analysis, while your subconscious is emotional and intuitive. The thoughts you consciously focus on, be they positive or negative, gradually seep into your subconscious, shaping your reality. Here's a simple way to understand this. When you consistently think positive thoughts, you open the door for good things to flow into your life. Conversely, focusing on negative thoughts can lead to unhappiness and obstacles. This is a fundamental aspect of how our minds function. It's important to recognize that your subconscious starts acting on a thought the moment it accepts it. This can be both a gift and a challenge. For example, negative beliefs can bring disappointments, while positive affirmations can foster health, success, and joy. So, pay attention to what you think. By nurturing a mindset centered on peace and positivity, you'll craft a harmonious life, both mentally and physically. Visualize your mind as a garden. The seeds you plant, your thoughts, will bloom into the experiences you face. Cultivate it with uplifting ideas and witness how your life flourishes in incredible ways. Whatever you genuinely believe and feel deeply within is embraced by your subconscious. Aligning your subconscious with your beliefs is the key to transforming your life. Once your subconscious aligns with your thoughts, it takes the reins, guiding you toward the health, peace, or success you desire. Think of your subconscious mind as a loyal companion. When you send it a clear message, it resonates with that thought, embedding it further into your mind. This is how we are wired. Your subconscious responds to what your conscious mind believes. Psychologists say that when thoughts settle into the subconscious, they leave imprints on our brain, similar to footprints in the sand. As soon as your subconscious aligns with an idea, it springs into action. It utilizes your experiences, knowledge, and skills to manifest your wishes, tapping into your inner resources while adhering to the laws of nature. You may notice some changes right away, but sometimes it can take days, weeks, or even longer. Think about planting a seed in a garden. It might sprout quickly, or it might take a while to push through the dirt. While your subconscious is working tirelessly, you may not see immediate results, but trust that it's doing its job. Let's simplify the two parts of our mind. Your conscious mind is like the front desk of a hotel. It makes the decisions. You choose what books to read, what career to pursue, and even where to live. On the other hand, your subconscious mind manages everything behind the scenes. It takes care of functions like digestion, blood circulation, and breathing without you even having to think about it, just like your heart keeps beating even when you're distracted. What's fascinating is that your subconscious doesn't question your beliefs. It doesn't analyze them for accuracy. It simply acts on them. Imagine your subconscious mind as a garden. Whatever seeds you plant, whether they're positive or negative, will grow. Nurture positive thoughts, and you'll see uplifting outcomes in your life. But if you dwell on negative thoughts, those will flourish too. Remember, your subconscious reacts to the nature of your thoughts. If you think, "I can't do this," your subconscious interprets that as a command. Think about how powerful that is. By shifting your mindset, you can change the narrative of your life. When you begin to believe in your strengths, your subconscious will work to turn that belief into reality. It's all about planting the right seeds for a thriving life. Have you ever noticed how your thoughts can shape your reality? It's captivating how our subconscious can accept something as true, even if it isn't. Once it holds a belief, it influences our actions to align with that belief. Psychologists have conducted numerous studies on hypnosis, revealing that our subconscious doesn't make choices or comparisons like our conscious mind does. It simply accepts suggestions and follows through. For instance, a skilled magician might suggest to someone that they are Napoleon Bonaparte, or even a cat or dog, and for a brief moment, that person truly believes they are that character. It's incredible how powerful our minds can be. Imagine a magician telling someone in the audience that their back hurts. Captivated by that suggestion, they'll instinctively hunch over, fully absorbed in their new reality. Someone might hear they have a nosebleed and look for blood that isn't there. Another person could be told they look like a statue, prompting them to adopt a pose, while someone else hears it's freezing outside and starts to shiver even though they're in a warm room. In each scenario, the person is completely absorbed in their own imagined experience, often oblivious to everything happening around them. This highlights the difference between our conscious and subconscious minds. The conscious mind thinks, reasons, and analyzes, while the subconscious is like a sponge, soaking up whatever comes its way. That's why it's crucial to nourish our minds with positive thoughts and uplifting beliefs. When we fill our minds with inspiration and positivity, we bolster our overall well-being. You might have heard the term objective mind when discussing the conscious mind, relating to how we interact with the world. It uses our five senses to observe and understand what's happening around us. For instance, if you were to visit Los Angeles, a city known for its beautiful parks, lovely gardens, impressive architecture, and charming neighborhoods, your objective mind would gather those experiences, shaping your impression of the city as a wonderful place. So the next time you think about what you consider true, remember the power of your subconscious and the importance of choosing uplifting thoughts. Your mind is not just a bystander. It actively shapes how you experience life. Choose wisely. Your subjective mind is a fascinating part of how we perceive the world. It goes beyond our five senses, picking up on things in ways that can sometimes feel mysterious. Think of it as the space where our emotions and memories thrive, where intuition flourishes. The real magic happens when your senses aren't fully engaged. That's when your subjective mind takes over. For example, individuals who have clairvoyance or clairaudience dive into that subjective realm, accessing insights that don't rely on the usual ways we understand sight or sound. Imagine being able to travel in your mind to distant places and come back with insights that often hit the target. Some people claim they can read thoughts or uncover secrets, even from sealed boxes or locked safes. This ability shows how our subjective mind allows us to connect with others on a profound level, often sensing their feelings and thoughts without any words exchanged. Understanding how our conscious mind, what we think and perceive, and our subjective mind work in tandem can significantly enrich our lives, especially when we engage in practices like prayer. It's important to realize that the subconscious mind functions differently than the conscious mind. It doesn't question or analyze. It simply absorbs whatever you offer it. So what's the takeaway for us? If you fill your subconscious with negative thoughts, it tends to accept them as your reality, which can lead to unwanted experiences. Conversely, if you nurture your mind with positive, uplifting ideas, your subconscious can help cultivate new, healthier habits and transform your experiences. For example, regularly visualizing success can gradually enhance your confidence and skills, changing how you tackle challenges. Your subconscious mind reacts to the thoughts that occupy your mind. If those thoughts are positive, peaceful, and encouraging, you're likely to experience a happier, healthier life. On the flip side, if negativity, fear, or anxiety dominate your thoughts, it's crucial to understand that your subconscious holds the key to your happiness. It's a creative force connected to your spiritual essence, capable of bringing you the freedom and joy you've been searching for. One effective tool at your disposal is suggestion. Think of your conscious mind as a gatekeeper, diligently protecting your subconscious from negative ideas. By consciously selecting which information to embrace or reject, you can fill your subconscious with positivity and empowerment, creating a path for a fulfilling life. Getting to know how your mind operates can be both intriguing and empowering. First, it's vital to understand that your subconscious mind acts like a sponge, soaking up thoughts and feelings without the analysis or reasoning that your conscious mind provides. Imagine your conscious mind as the dashboard of your car, which you actively control, while the subconscious is like the engine, quietly ensuring everything runs smoothly beneath the surface. Let's consider an example. Picture yourself on a cruise ship, chatting with a passenger who looks a bit uncomfortable. You might say, "Wow, you seem a little pale. I can tell you're not feeling well. Can I help you get to your cabin?" Just like that, your words might bring up their fears about seasickness. As a result, they might accept your offer and become more anxious about their well-being, even if they weren't feeling unwell before. Now, let's picture a different scenario. You approach a sailor on the same ship and say, "Good day. You seem a little under the weather. Are you feeling seasick?" Instead of getting upset, this sailor laughs or raises an eyebrow in disbelief. Why? Because their beliefs and experiences inform them that seasickness isn't an issue for them, so your comment doesn't faze them. So, what can we learn from this? Our responses to suggestions can vary widely, shaped by our subconscious beliefs and past experiences. Essentially, a suggestion is an invitation for someone to think about or act on something, but it only matters if the person mentally accepts it. Remember, your conscious mind can reject thoughts that don't resonate. The confident sailor couldn't be influenced by the idea of feeling sick. For that anxious passenger, however, your suggestion hit a nerve and intensified their fear of seasickness. We all carry deep-seated beliefs and fears that shape our daily actions, and these emotions can sway how we respond to situations. Suggestions resonate only when we consciously accept them. Once we do, our subconscious aligns with them and integrates them into our mindset. From my time speaking at places like the London Truth Forum, I've seen how profound these influences can be. It's incredible to realize how our thoughts shape our realities, and understanding this empowers us to harness our minds for positive change. Recently, I heard a remarkable story from Dr. Evelyn Fleet that highlighted the incredible impact of suggestion in our lives. It's about a father who, for 2 years, repeatedly said, "I would give my right arm to see my daughter healed." His daughter was struggling with severe arthritis and a troubling skin condition that seemed hopeless, even with the best medical care. Out of love and desperation, he often voiced this wish. Then one day, while biking together as a family, they were involved in a terrible car accident. In a shocking turn of events, the father's right arm was severed at the shoulder. Amazingly, soon after this traumatic experience, his daughter's pain and skin issues completely disappeared. This story serves as a powerful reminder of how we connect with our subconscious. It's crucial to fill our minds with positive and uplifting thoughts, since our minds take everything at face value. They don't grasp humor or playful exaggeration. The concept of autosuggestion plays a key role in shaping our experiences. By practicing autosuggestion, we're sending a clear and specific message to our subconscious. Herbert Parkin, in his insightful book, recounts a memorable story about a New Yorker in Chicago. This man glanced at his watch, which was set an hour ahead, and declared, "It's noon." His friend from Chicago, not aware of the time difference, suddenly felt hungry and decided it was lunchtime. This simple mix-up shows how easily we can overlook important details if we're not careful. Autosuggestion isn't just for amusing anecdotes. It can also help us face our fears and anxieties. Consider a young singer who was invited to audition. Despite having an incredible voice, fear and self-doubt often overwhelmed her, making her think, "What if they don't like me?" These anxious thoughts dug deep into her mind, intensifying her fears and hindering her performance. To address this issue, she came up with a specific strategy. She would retreat to a quiet room 3 times a day. Sitting peacefully on her couch with her eyes closed, she focused on relaxing her body. This routine not only calmed her nerves, but also allowed her to reset her mindset. By confronting her fears and practicing self-encouragement, she gradually transformed that quiet anxiety into confidence. From these experiences, it's clear that recognizing our thoughts and intentionally choosing positive affirmations can lead to meaningful change in our lives. Sticking to a particular mental state can actually make us more open to suggestions, especially when facing fear or anxiety. For instance, one woman began countering her nervousness by repeating affirmations to herself. She told herself, "I sing beautifully. I am poised, serene, confident, and calm." She quietly but firmly repeated these 5 to 10 times in each session, committing to 3 sessions daily, plus 1 before bed. After a week, she felt completely relaxed and self-assured. So when the chance to audition for a performance came up, she took it and delivered an outstanding performance. Let's consider another story, an inspiring 75-year-old woman who was concerned about her memory. She used to think, "I'm losing my memory," which likely heightened her fears. Then she chose to change her mindset. She began telling herself, "My memory is improving every day. I will always remember what I need to know at any moment." She truly believed that the impressions she received would be clear and that she would easily retain them. This uplifting self-talk helped her regain mental clarity and improve her ability to remember things. Now, let's look at how people can use affirmations to break bad habits. Many men who struggled with irritability or anger found success with self-affirmations. They would say, "From now on, I will be more cheerful. Joy and happiness will be my natural states of mind." By practicing these affirmations 3 or 4 times a day, once in the morning, once at noon, and just before sleep, you can gradually transform your mindset. After a month, you'll likely notice a significant shift in your mood, becoming more understanding and lovable. It's also crucial to understand the difference between self-suggestion and what others suggest. Throughout history, suggestion has played an important role in societies worldwide. It's a powerful influence that can lift us up or bring us down. While we can train our minds to leverage suggestion for personal growth, it can also manipulate those who are unaware of these mental forces. In its most positive forms, suggestion can be truly remarkable, but it can lead to negative outcomes as well. Many of us have unknowingly absorbed harmful suggestions throughout our lives, often beginning in childhood. Hurtful phrases like, "You'll never amount to anything," or "You shouldn't try, you'll fail," can linger and shape our beliefs, limiting our potential. By staying aware and engaging actively with our thoughts, we can move away from these limiting beliefs. Rather than accepting what others say about us, we can redirect our thinking and invite more positivity into our lives. It's easy to feel overwhelmed in today's world. Thoughts like, "It's not worth it," or "No one cares," can sneak in. Everything might feel like it's spiraling downwards, making life seem like an endless battle. Love, that might feel like a fairy tale. And it's easy to think that no matter what you do, you'll never succeed. But let's take a moment to shift that perspective. As an adult, you have more control over your thoughts and feelings than you realize. One powerful method to consider is positive autosuggestion. This technique can transform your mindset and help you break free from the negative influences of your past. Think about this. Our past experiences can shape our present behavior. Those hurtful words and actions can stick with us, making it challenging to form healthy habits and nurture fulfilling relationships. But through autosuggestion, you can confront and rise above those harmful thoughts. Picture yourself reading a newspaper filled with alarming headlines that ignite anxiety and fear. If you allow those negative thoughts to take root, they can feel overwhelming, almost convincing you to give up. But remember, you have the strength to question those beliefs. By filling your mind with positive thoughts, you actively resist negativity. We've all felt this during our younger years. Rewind to school, where the voices of parents, friends, or teachers echoed in our minds long after we left them. Much of what we absorbed wasn't just advice. It often seemed designed to control us or instill fear. This phenomenon, called heterosuggestion, can happen anywhere, at home, at work, or in social situations. Take a moment to reflect on the guidance you received. Was it always spot on? Many persistent ideas are mere half-truths or outright inaccuracies. These notions can lead us into mindsets that benefit others instead of us. I remember a story about a relative who visited a fortune teller in India. The teller warned him he had a bad heart and would pass away by the next new moon. Believing this, he began telling his family and even prepared his will. That thought dug deep into his subconscious, leading him to live in fear of this prediction. Tragically, he did pass away, but what's haunting is that his belief in that prediction may have contributed to his death. We might have heard similar tales rooted in superstitions, and even if they seem ridiculous, they highlight the significant impact our thoughts can wield. Grasping how our subconscious functions emphasizes the need to cultivate positive ideas and not let harmful ones linger. Together we can rewrite our internal story for a healthier, more satisfying life. Let's explore how our subconscious mind works. It's fascinating to see how our minds often embrace and act on what we consciously believe. Take my cousin as an example. He once visited a fortune teller, feeling full of life and happiness. But then she shared some alarming news. He would die by the next new moon. Imagine the terror that gripped him. This notion haunted him, fueling a spiral of fear. He began to tell others about this grim prediction, preparing himself mentally for what he believed was coming. Then comes the twist. The fear he clung to became a self-fulfilling prophecy. His trust in the fortune teller's words impacted his health, not because she had real power, but because he let those negative thoughts take root in his mind. In reality, she held as much weight as the stones scattered across a field. If he had understood how his mind operated, he could have brushed off her dire prediction as nonsense. Deep down, he recognized that his thoughts and feelings shaped his reality, much like an arrow aimed at a target. That fortune teller's prediction could have lost its grip if only he had chosen to disregard her words. The truth is, others' opinions only gain significance if you allow them into your thoughts. You hold the reins on which thoughts you accept. It's crucial to remember you can select uplifting thoughts. Choose love, health, and life. This decision is fundamental and incredibly powerful. Think of it like this. Your mind operates like a logical argument. The conclusions your subconscious reaches depend on the beliefs your conscious mind holds. If your core belief is strong, then your conclusions will follow suit. Consider this. Kindness is regarded as a virtue. Since kindness is virtuous, it makes sense that it deserves celebration. Or think about it this way. Everything created will ultimately change and fade. The pyramids of Egypt, being human-made, will eventually disappear. The first statement acts as the major premise, and the right conclusion follows from it. In May 1962, a college professor who attended some of my talks on the science of mind at Town Hall in New York City approached me, looking dejected. He said, "Everything in my life feels upside down. I've lost my health, my wealth, and my friends. It seems like everything I touch goes wrong." I encouraged him to shift his perspective. I encouraged him to consider that his subconscious mind is deeply insightful and always working to support him in every aspect of his life, emotionally, mentally, and more. By changing his mindset, he could begin to transform his circumstances. After a major change, his subconscious started making wise decisions, healing his body and bringing calm and peace to his thoughts. What the professor shared was empowering. Infinite wisdom leads and guides me in all my ways. This became a guiding light for him, allowing him to visualize the life he wished to create. He often repeated, "I am in excellent health, both mentally and physically. Balance governs my life. I welcome beauty, love, peace, and abundance." His entire outlook was rooted in positive actions and a harmonious universe. Deep down, he understood his beliefs were based on timeless truths. Each day, he recited these affirmations slowly and lovingly, trusting they would permeate his subconscious. He felt grateful for enlightening conversations like the recent one, as they illuminated his path toward improvement in various aspects of his life. He declared, "It really works." The subconscious mind is astoundingly intelligent. It doesn't argue. When filled with negative thoughts, like, "I can't do this," "I'm too old," "I don't have the right advantages," or "I'm not connected," it reflects those doubts back to you. Essentially, you may unknowingly sabotage your efforts, leading to feelings of lack, frustration, and anger. Such negativity builds mental barriers, making it difficult to access the wisdom within your subconscious. Over time, this can manifest as physical issues or anxious habits. Instead of dwelling on negativity, he found strength in affirmations such as, "The limitless intelligence that sparked my desire guides me toward the perfect plan for its fulfillment." By adopting this mindset, he learned to attract what he desired in life, alleviating his frustrations along the way. He also recognized that his subconscious reacted to his internal thoughts and feelings, mirroring them in his reality. As he practiced this awareness, a sense of balance and calm emerged. However, it's crucial to speak to your subconscious in a positive way. Phrases like, "I'm lost," "There's no solution," or "I'm stuck" create barriers to its assistance. To build a strong bond with your subconscious, it's essential to seek guidance in a positive way. This approach opens doors to solutions and opportunities, empowering you to move forward with confidence. Think of your subconscious mind as a devoted friend, constantly working behind the scenes to support you. It's responsible for regulating your breathing and heartbeat without you even realizing it. Your subconscious has an innate ability to heal you. That's nature's way of ensuring your safety. Now here's something fascinating. Your subconscious functions separately from your conscious thoughts, yet it has a deep connection with the images and ideas you create while you're awake. Picture this. You're facing a challenge and decide to reach out to your subconscious for guidance. The key is that your subconscious prefers you to make a choice or form an opinion first. It holds the answers but wants you to engage with the issue before it intervenes. Imagine you're feeling completely stuck. If negative thoughts begin to creep in, like feeling hopeless or thinking you won't find a solution, you essentially close off communication with your subconscious. It's like asking a soldier to keep an eye on the clock without letting them fight. Progress will be slow. Instead, take a moment to calm your mind. Remind yourself, my subconscious knows the way. Understand that it's always there, responding to your needs. Visualize the comfort that comes from recognizing your subconscious holds wisdom that exceeds your own. When you truly embrace this belief, it opens up a channel for insights and revelations. In Chapter 3, we'll dive into the incredible potential of your subconscious mind. It's a limitless source of creativity and knowledge, providing you with ideas, guiding you correctly, and even helping you recall names, facts, and memories when required. Have you ever thought about how your body operates? Your heartbeat, blood circulation, and digestion. Your subconscious manages all of this and much more. When you eat, it silently transforms that piece of bread into muscles, tissues, and blood. It's so complex that even the brightest minds find it difficult to fully understand. What's even more uplifting is that your subconscious is always alert and active. It never takes a break. You possess the ability to tap into a kind of magic that resides within you. For instance, before you sleep, if you clearly express a desire or goal, you're setting things in motion. Your subconscious will kick into gear, working to bring that desire to life. This inner power connects you to a timeless universal force, the same energy that makes the sun rise and keeps the planets in motion. A lot of what you want to achieve, including your dreams and the wish to help others, comes from your subconscious mind. Think about Shakespeare. He had an inner awareness that let him see deep truths that many overlooked. Or consider Phidias, the Greek sculptor, whose stunning art showcased beauty, harmony, and proportion through insights from his subconscious. Tapping into this inner mind can lead to incredible discoveries and transformations. Now, picture a time when things were very different, before modern anesthesia and antiseptics. In the mid-1800s, an extraordinary surgeon, named Dr. James S. Dale, performed complicated surgeries in Bengal, India, relying entirely on the power of the mind. This story highlights the amazing potential of our subconscious and how it shapes our experiences. While teaching at Yoga Forest University in Rishikesh, India, I had the opportunity to talk with a traveling surgeon from Bombay who shared remarkable stories about Dr. Dale. Between 1843 and 1846, Dr. Dale carried out around 400 significant surgeries, from amputations to tumor removals, and worked on sensitive areas like eyes, ears, and throats. What's truly remarkable is that he used mental anesthesia, hypnosis, to ensure his patients felt no pain. Can you imagine undergoing surgery without today's pain relief and emerging with a mortality rate of just 2% or 3%? Here's where it gets even more intriguing. Dr. Dale connected directly with his patients' subconscious minds, assuring them they wouldn't face infections or complications. This was long before germ theory was introduced by pioneers like Louis Pasteur and Joseph Lister, who uncovered that diseases could be caused by tiny invisible organisms, and that unclean tools could lead to infections. The Indian surgeon I spoke with emphasized Dr. Dale's impressive results, linking the low death rates and few infections to the power of suggestion, the remarkable strength of the subconscious mind. Imagine realizing over 120 years ago that our subconscious could impact our physical health so profoundly. This insight can truly take your breath away and deepen your appreciation for the spiritual potential of your subconscious. It's amazing to realize that it can sense things beyond our immediate surroundings. It isn't confined by time or space. It can alleviate pain, tackle issues, and even bring unexpected miracles into our lives. What's even more fascinating is that everything we store in our subconscious becomes part of our reality. The beliefs, experiences, and memories we keep there, whether we're aware of them or not, shape the daily interactions we encounter. They turn into the facts, situations, and events that we experience. So, it's vital to recognize how our inner thoughts can reflect our outer reality. As you reflect on your own life, consider how your thoughts, both clear and hidden, hold significant power. This highlights the incredible strength within us and how our subconscious can truly create amazing things. Your conscious mind, made up of thinking cells, plays a crucial part in processing your thoughts. When a thought resonates completely with your conscious mind, it sends that thought to a place called the solar plexus, sometimes referred to as the brain of your mind. It's here that those thoughts start to form, transforming into the actions and experiences of your life. Think about this. Your subconscious mind is like a sponge, soaking up everything you provide it. It doesn't judge. It simply absorbs what you write on its figurative pages. That's why it's essential to fill it with positive and constructive ideas. Every thought you nurture contributes to the book of life that shapes your reality. Ralph Waldo Emerson once said, "Man is what he thinks all day long," highlighting the deep connection between our thoughts and who we are. It's intriguing to realize just how much our subconscious can influence our lives. William James, a well-known psychologist, believed that our subconscious is far more intelligent and intuitive than we often realize, drawing strength from deeper unseen sources, like hidden streams, and functioning under what many call the law of life. So why is this important? Because the subconscious takes our input very seriously. It diligently works to manifest those suggestions into reality. Unfortunately, many people struggle through life without fully understanding how their conscious thoughts and subconscious beliefs interact. When these two aspects of our mind align, we create a life filled with health, happiness, and peace. Picture the joy of living without conflict or illness. This is possible when your conscious and subconscious minds work together in harmony. There's an age-old saying, "As within, so without, as above, so below." This wisdom highlights that what resides in our subconscious reflects in our external lives. Great leaders from history, like Moses and Isaiah, have shared this truth. The challenges we encounter arise from our internal beliefs. Finding balance is essential, not only in our thoughts, but also in our actions and feelings. Life thrives in the space between doing and reflecting, stillness and movement. Just as our breath needs to flow smoothly in and out, our emotions should be in tune as well. When we let life flow through us naturally, we cultivate an environment where joy and peace can flourish. Ultimately, your conscious thoughts shape your everyday experiences, while your subconscious quietly forms your reality. By nurturing positive, uplifting ideas, we can harness the combined power of both minds, guiding us toward a more harmonious and fulfilling life. So if you find yourself stuck in negative thoughts, remember, your subconscious is always working, and you have the power to steer its narrative. If you're frequently caught in negative or damaging thoughts, it's crucial to recognize how they impact your emotions and overall health. These negative feelings can manifest physically, leading to problems like ulcers, heart issues, or chronic stress. Reflect on how you view yourself. Your beliefs about your health, finances, relationships, and social standing all shape your self-image. What's ingrained in your subconscious significantly affects your daily life. Unfortunately, negative thoughts and feelings can lead to self-harm. Consider this. How often have emotions like fear, anger, jealousy, or a desire for revenge caused you distress? That's the effect of negative beliefs. They're not inherent but develop over time. Yet there's hope. By introducing positive thoughts into your subconscious, you can begin to escape harmful cycles. An uplifting example of this is healing. Years ago, I faced a challenge when prayer helped me overcome skin cancer. Despite my struggles and the medical community's inability to stop the progression, I found encouragement from a clergyman who recognized the power of the mind. He shared a verse from Psalm 139, emphasizing how intricately our bodies are crafted and the role our subconscious plays in this process. This priest offered a smart analogy about a watch. Just like a watchmaker who designs and repairs a watch, our subconscious is capable of healing our bodies. It carries the blueprint for our wellness. He noted that if we could convey our understanding of health to our subconscious, it would activate the healing journey. So, I began to pray earnestly and intentionally. I recognized the remarkable intelligence within my subconscious that built my body and all its parts. I reminded myself of its wisdom and healing capability. By changing my inner dialogue and contemplating what health truly represented for me, I tapped into a power that had always been there, waiting for my direction. It's incredible how a shift in mindset can lead to profound changes, both in mind and body. Imagine this incredible healing force within you, enhancing every aspect of your life to create a sense of completeness. It's like having a personal coach urging you to embrace health and vitality. It makes perfect sense to show gratitude to this creative intelligence inside for your healing journey. I witnessed this firsthand as my face underwent an amazing healing transformation in just 3 months. The key was filling my subconscious with uplifting thoughts of beauty, wholeness, and perfection. Our bodies respond not only to physical events but also to our thoughts and beliefs. Before any physical issue arises, it often begins as a thought or a mental image. By transforming your mindset and filling it with positive affirmations, your body will start to mirror those changes. This is the core of healing, having faith in the incredible abilities of your body. There's a powerful verse from Psalm 139:14 that perfectly illustrates how miraculous our bodies are. The subconscious mind plays a vital role in regulating our bodily functions, whether we're awake or asleep. It's astounding to consider that, even while you're resting, your heart keeps beating, your lungs manage oxygen flow, and countless other processes happen seamlessly, all without you needing to think about it. Just reflect on this. Even in sleep, your body is hard at work. For instance, your skin might produce more sweat while you're sleeping than it does during the day. In those restless nights, a clever solution to a challenging problem might just appear in a dream. Many brilliant scientists have credited their groundbreaking insights to these nocturnal visions. Remember, your mental state can significantly affect how your body functions. When you're bogged down by worry, anxiety, or sadness, it can throw off the natural rhythm of your heart, lungs, and even digestion. When mental stress piles up, the best move is to take a moment to pause. Calm your mind, let go of the chaos, and allow your subconscious to lead you back to balance. By doing this, your body can realign and function as it's intended, smoothly and peacefully. It's crucial to connect confidently with your subconscious, as it will respond to your intentions. Think of your subconscious as your inner support system. like a caring parent looking after your well-being. Now, envision that you've consumed something that doesn't agree with you. Instead of panicking, remind yourself that your body, with the help of your subconscious, knows exactly how to handle it. Trust yourself and your body's inherent wisdom to restore balance. So, remember, nurturing your mind with positive thoughts can bring about remarkable changes in your body. Embrace this boundless healing force within you and watch as you cultivate a healthier, more vibrant version of yourself. Visualize this. If you mistakenly ingested something harmful, your body, guided by your subconscious, would instinctively react to protect you, maybe making you feel nauseous to eliminate the toxins. This offers just a glimpse of the incredible power your subconscious possesses. The key to harnessing this power lies in realizing that your subconscious is always working for you, whether you're aware of it or not. It plays an essential role in supporting your body, even if those processes happen out of sight. To truly access the power of your subconscious, it's vital to connect with your conscious mind, the part of you that can direct your thoughts and intentions. To foster a positive mindset, focus on uplifting, honest, fair, and constructive thoughts. By actively engaging your conscious mind and hoping for positive outcomes, you can gain control over your mental health. Picture your subconscious like a flowing river. The nature of the water changes based on the shape of the channel it flows through. Similarly, the quality of your thoughts influences the life force within you. When you remind yourself that the healing energy inside you is always there and visualize health, peace, and abundance, you create a space where positive changes can flourish. Picture that healing energy as a vibrant force that nourishes you, encouraging you to thrive in health, creativity, and even financial success. What's remarkable is that your subconscious responds to your beliefs. What you think genuinely influences your experiences. Think about the mending principle of the subconscious, which aims to heal what's been harmed, like damaged nerves. A powerful example of this is Madame Barrère from France. Her miraculous healing is well documented in the medical records of Lourdes. After losing her sight due to nerve damage, she made a pilgrimage to Lourdes and confidently announced her healing. This attracted the attention of journalist Ruth Cranston, who wrote an article for McCall's magazine in November 1955. Despite medical tests confirming that her optic nerves were inactive, a follow-up a month later showed that her vision had returned to normal. It initially seemed she was seeing through dead eyes, yet her belief and the energy of her subconscious led to an incredible transformation. Having witnessed similar healings myself, I can truly affirm how powerful belief and intention can be in our lives. It reminds us that our subconscious mind isn't merely an observer, it's a powerful ally in our journey toward health and well-being. In the next chapter, we'll dive into the fascinating world of healings at various shrines worldwide, both Christian and non-Christian. For now, let's focus on Madame B. She sought healing at a shrine, but it was truly her own subconscious that sparked the change. It responded to her deeply rooted belief in healing. Belief is tremendously powerful. It goes beyond wishing for an outcome. It involves truly embracing that idea within. When that belief takes hold, it can set off a chain reaction that leads to remarkable transformations. Madame B approached the shrine filled with hope and conviction. She genuinely believed she would find healing, and that belief resonated with her subconscious, connecting with the healing energies that are always around us. Let's take a moment to appreciate the incredible impact our thoughts can have. The same subconscious mind that helped shape our bodies also has the power to rejuvenate them. When you embrace the idea of health, your subconscious works to make that vision a reality. Just think about it. What you believe about yourself can heavily influence your experiences. Now let's explore how to program your subconscious to adopt the idea of good health. I remember speaking with a Protestant preacher in Johannesburg, South Africa, who recounted his fight with leukemia. To visualize perfect health, he employed a simple yet powerful technique. Several times a day, he would enter a deeply relaxed state, both mentally and physically. He would gently reassure his body, saying, "My feet are relaxed, my legs are relaxed, my heart is relaxed, my lungs are relaxed." After about 5 minutes, he would feel a comforting drowsiness and affirm, The perfection of God is now expressed through me. The idea of perfect health fills my subconscious. God sees a perfect version of me, and my subconscious is reshaping my body to mirror that vision. And the result? His health improved in ways that even surprised the doctors. This straightforward practice highlights how we can engage with our subconscious regarding our health. Another effective approach involves harnessing focused and rational thought. Imagine someone dealing with functional paralysis. I encouraged him to vividly picture himself moving around his office, doing everything he typically would, like answering the phone and interacting with his coworkers. Visualizing this way allowed his subconscious to accept the idea of being healthy and active, laying the foundation for real changes in his body. These stories and techniques demonstrate that our beliefs and thoughts can mold our realities. When we tap into the strength of our subconscious, we unlock the door to healing and well-being in our lives. He felt an overwhelming sense of recognition as he embraced his role. It clicked. He was giving his subconscious a clear framework to work within. His subconscious was like a film stuck on a single frame, and he realized this mental image had been preparing his mind for weeks. Then came the day he had pictured. The phone rang repeatedly while his wife and nurse were away. Even though it was just 12 feet away, he felt a newfound sense of empowerment that day. He could answer it. In that moment, he realized he was healed. By simply considering healing, he activated the healing energy within him and changed his reality. This man faced a mental barrier that blocked signals from his brain to his legs, leading him to believe he couldn't walk. But as he concentrated on the healing ability inside him, it flowed through him, opening up the chance to walk again. This illustrates a profound truth. What you seek through prayer or strong belief can indeed become reality, just like we talked about in Chapter 4 regarding mental healing. For years, people from all walks of life have instinctively believed in a healing force within themselves, something that could restore their bodies. They felt this unique energy could be called upon in times of need, easing their suffering. This shared belief has crossed cultures and ages. In ancient times, priests and holy figures were thought to have miraculous gifts, renowned for transforming lives and healing the ill. This special healing energy was often seen as a divine blessing. Throughout history, individuals have engaged in various rituals to tap into this power, combining prayers with practices like laying on of hands, incantations, and the use of amulets, talismans, rings, and sacred relics. Think about ancient religious rituals. Priests at shrines used medicinal herbs with hypnotic suggestions to lull their patients to sleep. While they rested, it was believed that divine spirits would come to them, providing healing in their dreams. Many claim to have experienced miraculous recoveries, suggesting something deep within the subconscious. Those who followed specific rituals often spoke of encounters with their deities after completing certain preparations before bed, such as grinding lizards, resin, frankincense, and myrrh under the light of a half moon. Despite the bizarre nature of these practices, many reported feeling better afterward. Clearly, these unique methods were closely linked to the power of suggestion and belief within the subconscious, showing how thoughts, rituals, and faith can lead to remarkable transformations. As we delve into the power of the mind, we uncover a compelling connection between our conscious thoughts and the deeper layers of our subconscious. This connection isn't just a theory. It brings real, transformative benefits to our healing and overall well-being. Think about this. Across cultures, people have made amazing recoveries using unconventional methods when traditional treatments didn't work. This brings up an important question. What techniques do these healers employ, and how does faith factor into it? Often, the key element is the patient's belief in the treatment. When they trust the process, something fascinating happens. It reveals the hidden healing power of their subconscious. It's intriguing to realize that techniques that might seem odd or even magical can ignite imagination and deep feelings in patients. When individuals connect emotionally and genuinely believe in their healing, both their conscious and subconscious minds work together toward recovery. This concept aligns with teachings found in the Bible, highlighting the workings of the subconscious. For instance, it encourages us to pray and truly believe that our desires will manifest. Notice how the phrasing hints at a present reality. Believe that you will receive, suggesting that the outcome is already on its way. This perspective urges us to envision our goals as already accomplished. To clarify, think of it as planting a seed. When you plant a seed, you must treat it as though it already belongs in your garden, nurturing it with care and attention. Similarly, when you introduce a clear thought or goal into your subconscious, you harness its creative power. It's crucial to see your goal as if it has already come to fruition. This means dismissing any negative thoughts or doubts that could hinder your progress, allowing that idea to flourish freely. Faith plays a crucial role in this journey. It's like the soil that nourishes your seed. The Bible emphasizes this, reminding us that according to your faith, it will be done unto you. Just as a farmer believes that the seeds he plants will grow into the same type of plants, you too must have faith in your thoughts and in the process of growth. At its core, faith is a mindset. It's the deep-seated belief that what you hold in your conscious mind can become reality through your subconscious. Just like tending a garden, nurturing our thoughts with positivity and belief allows remarkable things to take root in our lives. Take a moment to consider how often we accept our thoughts and feelings at face value, even when they might not tell the full story. This goes beyond just critical thinking. It taps into a deeper trust within us, our subconscious mind. That's the realm where belief and emotion intertwine, influencing our experiences in ways we may not fully understand. All around the world, there are countless tales of miraculous healings from sacred sites. People journey to these places in search of hope, often returning transformed. For example, during my visit to the famous Daibutsu in Japan, a huge bronze Buddha statue soaring 42 feet high, I felt an overwhelming sense of peace. The statue, with its hands gracefully folded and head tilted back, represents deep meditation. While I was there, I witnessed people of all ages approaching the statue, leaving gifts of hope and gratitude, things like oranges, rice, and money. Candles flickered in the gentle breeze, incense filled the air, and prayers floated up like soft whispers. One touching moment was when a young girl who had lost her voice bowed deeply and offered 2 oranges. She firmly believed that through rituals like fasting and giving, Buddha could restore her singing voice. Her simple faith transformed her mindset, aligning her subconscious with her beliefs. And in a remarkable turn, her voice returned. I remember a story about a relative battling cancer. Things looked dire, but his son was determined to make a difference. Upon returning to Perth, Australia, he shared an inspiring tale of meeting a monk who had just come from a healing shrine in Europe. His son purchased a small piece of the true cross from the monk for about $500. In a burst of creativity, he gathered a piece of wood from the ground, shaped it into a ring, and told his father that this replica, along with its miraculous backstory, held the power to heal simply by touch. What happened next was truly extraordinary. The way he presented the ring instilled hope in his father, so much so that he took the ring, held it close, whispered a prayer, and fell asleep. The following day, when his doctors ran tests, they found no trace of the illness. The results were negative. While it's clear that it wasn't simply a piece of sidewalk wood that healed him, the real healing came from within. His mind opened up to a new realm of belief and faith. This incredible mix of a willingness to believe and strong faith worked wonders, showing just how influential our thoughts and feelings can be in shaping our physical world. Dad never discovered the trick played on him, but just think, if he had, he might have lived much longer, possibly reaching 89 instead of passing away early. This brings us to an essential healing principle that connects different treatment approaches: the power of the subconscious mind, and importantly, the role of faith in healing. Let's break it down. First, we need to acknowledge the 2 types of mental processes we all have: our conscious mind and our subconscious mind. The conscious mind is what you're aware of right now, your thoughts, feelings, and experiences. On the other hand, the subconscious mind operates behind the scenes, managing your body's functions, emotions, and automatic responses. Now let's think about how the subconscious can be influenced. Picture someone under hypnosis. They're in a state where they're more open to suggestions. A hypnotist can suggest something, and suddenly that person might start feeling symptoms of a fever or chills just from what they've heard. For example, if I tell someone in a hypnotic state that they're too weak to walk, they might actually struggle to get up. Here's a fun illustration. Imagine you hold a cup of cold water in front of someone while they're hypnotized and claim it's filled with a spicy pepper. You'll probably see them sneeze, not because of the water, but due to the power of suggestion. Or picture this. If someone thinks they're allergic to Timothy grass, and you show them a fake flower during hypnosis and insist it's Timothy grass, they might then show allergy symptoms, proving that many physical issues often start in our minds. This concept extends beyond hypnosis. Think about the remarkable healing that happens through various techniques like osteopathy, chiropractic care, and naturopathy. Even religious healing practices worldwide tap into this fundamental principle, the influence of the subconscious mind. Consider how your body heals itself. If you get a cut while shaving, you might go to the doctor who treats the wound. The doctor's job is to support the healing journey, while your subconscious mind does the real heavy lifting, engaging natural laws, what we often refer to as nature, guiding us towards self-preservation and recovery. In conclusion, whether through various medical practices or our natural healing abilities, the subconscious mind is vital. Understanding this connection not only illuminates how healing happens, but also inspires us to uncover the amazing potential that lies within each of us. The instinct for self-preservation is fundamental to all. It truly represents the first law of nature. This powerful urge to survive and flourish is one of our greatest motivators. When we talk about healing, whether through physical methods, mental strategies, or spiritual rituals, numerous theories emerge. Each claims to unlock the secret to better health, often igniting debates about which approach is truly effective. Take Franz Anton Mesmer, for instance. This Austrian physician, who lived in Paris from 1734 to 1815, is renowned for his intriguing experiments with magnets. Mesmer was under the impression that he could heal ailments merely by placing magnets on the body. He eventually shifted to using different pieces of glass and metal, ultimately concluding that what he called animal magnetism was responsible for his seeming successes. He believed this enigmatic force flowed from the healer to the patient. Over time, he began employing a technique called mesmerism, which we now recognize as hypnosis. However, not everyone embraced his methods. Some doctors argued that Mesmer's outcomes were merely the power of suggestion rather than any magical forces at play. This brings up a significant point. Various groups, psychologists, chiropractors, doctors, and faith healers, are all interacting with the same universal force within the subconscious mind. Each may attribute their own specific approach to healing, but the essential truth remains. The main process of healing is rooted in our mental and emotional states. Picture this. A patient walks into a clinic filled with hope and trust in their treatment choice. This optimistic mindset sends a strong signal to their subconscious, encouraging it to activate its healing powers. It's fascinating to understand that regardless of the method, be it hypnosis, prayer, or medication, the source of healing originates from the same place, one's subconscious mind. You can select the method that resonates with you, but engaging with it through faith enhances the chances of seeing positive results. Paracelsus, a well-known Swiss alchemist and surgeon from the 16th century, truly understood this principle. He highlighted that whether our faith rests in something tangible or something imagined, the results can often be quite alike. He stated, "If I believed in the image of St. Peter as if it were truly St. Peter, I would achieve the same outcomes as if I sought guidance from the actual St. Peter." This underscores the remarkable power of belief. In the end, it is faith that produces miracles. Whether that faith is directed towards something real or just a representation, it can spark authentic change. The essence of healing doesn't solely lie in the methods we employ, but in the vigor and conviction of our belief. In the 16th century, the Italian philosopher Pedro Papanti examined concepts similar to those of a modern thinker named Paracelsus. He demonstrated how potent our imagination and faith can be, especially when shared between individuals, like a healer and a patient. Papanti noted that many cures associated with particular objects stem from the imagination and faith of those engaged. For example, imagine someone who is convinced they are holding the bones of a saint. They may very well be holding ordinary bones, yet if they genuinely believe in their healing power, they could actually experience its effects. Even something as ordinary as water can yield similar outcomes. If someone believes that a certain spring water has healing properties, their faith can trigger positive changes in their well-being. It's as if their subconscious takes those beliefs and brings them to life. Bernheim, a professor of medicine in Nancy, France, from 1910 to 1919, explored this concept further. He emphasized how a doctor's words and encouragement can reach deep into a patient's subconscious. He recounted an astonishing tale about a man who had been paralyzed and couldn't move his tongue despite numerous treatments. The doctor sought to instill hope by presenting a new tool for healing, a simple thermometer he claimed held miraculous powers. The man believed this thermometer was his answer, and in moments he joyfully realized he could move his tongue again. In another instance, Bernheim spoke of a young girl who had been unable to speak for several weeks. He explained to his students that sometimes loss of speech could swiftly improve with the right suggestion. He employed a device to generate a gentle electrical current, held his hands near her throat, and assured her that she could speak now. Just like that, she started to speak letters, formed words, and soon enough her voice was back. These stories showcase how faith and expectations can significantly influence a person's health. A striking example shared by Bernheim involved creating a blister on a patient's neck just by placing a postage stamp on the skin and suggesting it would show up. This emphasizes how potent suggestion can be when combined with strong belief. Our minds are remarkable tools that can drive real change when we harness their power through confidence and imagination. In the intriguing world of psychology, one captivating idea is how our minds can impact our bodies, especially via suggestions. This concept has been thoroughly examined by many doctors around the globe, and their findings are hard to ignore. Our thoughts can lead to real physical changes. In the book Hudson's Law of Psychic Phenomena, there's a chapter dedicated to how some individuals can experience bizarre symptoms like bloody stigmata purely from suggestion. One captivating experiment involved Dr. Mberu, who placed a volunteer into a deep trance-like state. He made a specific suggestion, instructing the young man that at 4 p.m. that day, he would sit in an armchair with his arms crossed over his chest, and his nose would begin to bleed. When the clock struck 4, the young man followed the instructions perfectly. Remarkably, blood began to ooze from his left nostril, just as he had predicted. This wasn't an isolated case. Dr. Mberu ran another experiment where he carved the patient's name onto his forearms with a dull instrument. Later, while in that same hypnotic state, he told the young man that at the same time the next day, he would fall asleep and blood would flow along the lines of his name. True to the suggestion, when 4 p.m. rolled around, the subject seemed to drift off, and indeed, his arms began to bleed along the traced lines. Even 3 months later, the faint outlines of the letters were still visible, showcasing the power of suggestion. These intriguing examples underscore two main points. First, our subconscious mind is highly open to suggestion, and second, it significantly influences our bodily functions and sensations. The phenomena observed here clearly demonstrate how unusual conditions can arise solely from our thoughts. In the end, this uncovers a significant truth. When we reflect deeply within, our subconscious can actually influence our reality.